Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Whether you're on the right side, the left side, or the wrong side, if you're being honest, you cannot deny that there has been, over the past week, a clear effort to sanitize Charlie Kirk's image. I'm talking about just straight up lies are being told. I'm talking about you can't even quote his words. Charlie Kirk was such a horrible person. And the people who are trying to protect his image knows that he was such a horrible person that if you just post a picture of him with a quote by him, a direct quote by him, they will flag your post. They will report you. They will try to dox you, out you, destroy you. This is bullying 101. Do as I say, not as I do. We can do it. You can't. We have privilege. You don't. We're entitled. You're not. And what are you going to do about it? That's the mentality. I'm not going to change how I feel about this dude. I don't think Charlie would appreciate that because I know for a fact if something happened to me, Charlie wouldn't change how he felt about me. It really takes D.L. Hughley to break this thing down. D.L. said that Charlie was lying in state. He said it makes sense because he lied in a lot of states. I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Family, what kind of country is this, man? What kind of country is this where we try to hide? Now, ain't no we, let me back up. They, I ain't did nothing. They try to hide the history of America. Like, that little old slavery thing that built the country, that's responsible for the country's wealth. We're just gonna act like that never happened. And we just popped up and had all the money and the resources. You dig what I'm saying? Does that make any sense, fam? I get it. It was a long time ago. You gotta start somewhere, right? I get it. It was bad, but it was bad. And if you can speak about it and draw attention to the mistakes that were made, perhaps, just perhaps, we won't have to repeat the same type of atrocities in the future. Now, make no mistake, it ain't never going down like that again. Never. It might go down some other kind of way, but it ain't never gonna go down like that again because people really know how demonic these people can be. Who are these people? Anybody trying to subjugate the black man and woman and child. That's right. Anybody out there who sit on their lazy asses and think that they can force another human being to work for them, to go out and get it. Ain't that funny how you got people who sitting on their asses while other people are out in the field slaving and doing whatever, and even inside of their house, cooking for them, cleaning for them, raising their children. I mean, dust to dawn. And they had the nerve to call black folks lazy. Ain't that something? Same thing is going on right now. Charlie Kirk did nothing to unify people. He did everything to divide people. But somehow, some way, you can't say that. It was cool to say it when he was alive, but now that he's dead, you can't say that. You're hurting our feelings. DL also said that, he pointed out that Donald Trump did not lower the flag for the Pope. He didn't lower the flag for the Pope. He didn't attend John McCain's funeral, but he found it befitting to lower the flag for a suspected white supremacist. America is proud of its racist. America is proud of its white supremacist. America is proud of its Confederates. Because why else would they continue to honor them? Yeah. I could think of a whole lot more people who would be deserving of having that flag lowered than Charlie Kirk. But it wasn't lowered for them. I could think of a whole lot of people who would deserve a Medal of Freedom. The Medal of Freedom is supposed to be reserved for war heroes and people who spoke out against wrongs when it was unpopular and dangerous. Yeah, I'm talking about dangerous to the point where they could be killed, and many were killed. Charlie Kirk is not on that level at all. He ain't even remotely on that level. Additionally, DL called Donald Trump, your president, morally bankrupt and said that he was quicker to send people to hurt Los Angeles who didn't vote for him than he was to Texas who did vote for him. Interesting. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I don't feel protected. I do not feel protected. He also posed the question, would you leave your daughter in a room with Donald Trump? Now, y'all think about that. You think about that hard. Not that you have to if you're civilized. But I know it's some of them, if they can get any kind of piece of Donald Trump, they would. Donald Trump ran up in my daughter. Yeah, man, good guy, like, hey, it's Donald Trump. Boy, they love that dude. I mean, I'm talking about love. Like, I'm talking about like crushing type love, like crush love, heart skip a beat type love. Yeah, I said it. That's right, I said it. He also said that everything that Donald Trump says and does, we were told as children not to say or do. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Everything he says or does, we were told as children not to say or do. He said all of this on Don Lemon's show. By the way, Don is kicking ass since he left CNN. That's why ownership is important, fam. Because when you have your own thing, can't nobody fire you. Yeah, so, Don, we had our differences, but right now, bro, keep up the good work. I ain't got no problem with that. To piggyback what DL said about Charlie Kirk in regards to him receiving the Medal of Freedom, I want to ask all of you Charlie Kirk enthusiasts, was he a poet? Did he solve a major problem for humanity? Did he invent a vaccine? Did he deliver some great speech intended to unite the people? All people. If you answered yes to any of those questions, you should see a therapist immediately. No more talk.